Welcome to Menu Monday. New recipes every Monday. Stuck in that cooking rut? I've been there. Come join me and try some new things. I have fun in the kitchen and I hope you enjoy the video. So let's get cooking! Today for our balsamic chicken, the first thing we're going to do is clean the chicken. I used boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You could do this with breasts, whatever you prefer. And we're going to get this washed and put it in the Instant Pot. I did cut off some excess fat from the chicken. Now what we're going to do is take the balsamic vinaigrette dressing and we're going to measure out 1 cup. Pour this over the chicken, put the lid on, set the knob to seal, and then if it's fresh chicken, do 15 minutes. If it's frozen, it suggests 18. Now after it is done, let it set for 15 minutes and then vent any remaining pressure. Remove the lid and we're going to shred the chicken. This had a really good taste, and for 2 ingredients, it's an easy meal to do and very, very fast. I just served mine with a side of vegetables, and then at the end, I'm going to put your 2 ingredients. Today's dinner is going to be super quick and easy. That's why I call it easy sweet pork. We're going to do this in the slow cooker, but you can also do it in the Instant Pot. So on our website, I will have the directions for the Instant Pot also. So the first thing I'm doing is I have a Boston butt that I have put in the slow cooker, and I'm going to add a Diet Coke. You can use regular Coke or any other soda of choice. Sorry, that's my S maker. And then on top of that, we're going to use a cup of brown sugar. And then it calls for a package of taco sauce, but I didn't have any, so I used seasoning. That's what it looks like. You put the lid on and you cook it for 8 to 10 hours in the slow cooker. Mine was a smaller roast. This one called for a 6 to 8 pound pork roast. Ours was only 4, so it was ready in about 6 hours. So just keep an eye on it. I served it on tortillas with a side of vegetables, and it was a great dinner. And you see, kid approved. Okay, today was sort of a made-up meal. We had to do, I like to do grocery pickup, and it was scheduled out a few days, so I was using up what we had to get by. So I made some fried rice. So you have to cook your vegetables first and your rice. Now we are trying to be low carb. It's not going as well as before because we can't find what we need. But I cooked some cauliflower rice in the microwave, and then I'm cooking the peas and carrot mixture on the stove top. So we'll get these done first, After the peas and carrots are ready, I drained them, put some oil in the pan. We're going to return the peas and carrots to start off the fried rice. And do this for about 30 seconds. And we're going to make some room, and we're going to crack in the eggs. Now I only had 1 egg left. This does call for 2, so if you're making it, use 2. It still was just as good with the 1. You just mix that quickly until it cooks. After your eggs are done, you add in your rice or your cauliflowered rice, whichever you're using. I'm going to add now some soy sauce. Mix everything, combine it together. I'm going to drizzle in some sesame oil. Be sparing with this, it's quite potent. Just do a little at a time and taste test. And now I'm going to make some bratwurst, and then I'm going to cut them up and put them in the rice. So I just fry them on the pan, cook them per directions on the package, which is to get them browned, then add water and leave them, I think, for, I think it was 12 minutes, but I know I show the timer on my watch. So we'll add the water here. Yep, 12 minutes. So after they're cooked, I'll just cut them up and put them in with the rice. Alright, I just put this on low until everything warmed through. And that was dinner. Here are the ingredients. To start with the shrimp and broccoli, we've got to take the shells and tails off of our shrimp. The recipe calls for 1 pound. I did the grocery pickup and they were out of the 1 pound bag, so Walmart kindly replaced it with a 2 pound bag. So we have plenty of shrimp for our dish. I knew y'all wouldn't want me to watch me peel all these, so did put this in super duper fast forward. Okay, now I'm going to take all of the shells and the bag that they came in and take them outside and then wash off the shrimp. On the side I made cauliflower, so we're going to get this in the Instant Pot. Okay, after we remove the core, we're going to get this into the steamer basket. We'll put 1 cup of water in the Instant Pot and we'll set it to 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes is up, we're going to take the cauliflower out and we're going to remove the water that remains in the pot. Then return the pot and put the cauliflower back in. I have made this before, you've probably seen it. It's called ranch cauliflower. It's one of our favorite sides. I put in butter and then the dry ranch seasoning mix. You can use the packets. I just have one of the big jars. And I will put the ingredients at the end. I think it's 3 or 4 tablespoons of the ranch. And then you just mash this up to your liking. We like ours a little chunky, so I don't mash it too much. And that's going to be our side dish with our shrimp and broccoli. Now, back to our shrimp. We're going to melt the butter in the pan. And with the magic of cameras, this is going to melt extremely fast. One, two, three, done. Okay, now we put our shrimp in. Some garlic powder and some onion powder, and we're going to cook these until they're just almost done. Now I did pre-cook the broccoli, so all I have to do is add that and stir that in at the end. There's my grandson coming over to check it out. Alright, we're adding in the broccoli. I'm going to give this a good mix through. I'm just adding more butter, garlic powder, and onion powder. Make sure the broccoli gets seasoned too. And there's our plate. I made some of our own yum yum sauce. And these are your ingredients. Alright, sweet and sour chicken day, and to be honest, this is one of the ones I made up waiting on groceries and just used what I had in the fridge. And because I forgot to lay anything out, we were resorted to frozen chicken breasts, but that's okay when you have an Instant Pot. So I put these in the pot, and then I added a cup of chicken broth, which I make my own out of the bouillon granules. I set the pot to sealing, and I cooked these for 25 minutes. I generally do a natural release on this for at least 10 minutes, but because I was cooking them again on the saute function, I went ahead and did a quick release, and then I cut these pieces of chicken into 1-inch cubes. And you will see on the second chicken breast it wasn't quite cooked through, but if I had left it in there for that extra 10 minutes it would have been okay. But honestly it didn't matter for this since I'm continuing to cook. But always check to make sure your chicken is done all the way through before you eat it. That's 165 degrees. And that's the one I said was not quite cooked. It had a little raw spot in the center. But we're going to put this in the sauteed low function. And we're going to pour on a bottle of Kraft sweet and sour sauce that I had in the pantry. And we're going to let that simmer for about a half an hour. Well, I think it was more like 20 minutes. So at the end of this, you'll see that I sort of made up some directions, but really it was very simple. Abel came over and told me he wanted to pick out the side dishes, so he decided on carrots. So he grabbed some carrots, and he wanted to help. So we got him up on the counter with a vegetable peeler, and he learned how to peel carrots. He's been busy learning about planting vegetables. He's been learning about crawfish. Let's see, there's other things. He's been a very busy little boy, and he's like a sponge. He takes it all in. But the cooking he really is getting into. And I do speed this up in a little bit, so stay with me here. And these carrots I just took and put them on a baking dish, and then we sprayed them with some cooking spray, garlic powder, and onion powder, and then put them in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. They turned out really good. In fact, the grilled cauliflower is Big Daddy's favorite side dish. And the carrots were good. Abel didn't like them. He was like, nah. Even though he cooked them, he wasn't a fan. But that's okay. He tries them, and that's what I like. I mean, as long as he's trying it. The other day he didn't want, I had some Jell-O and I put whipped cream on the top. He's like, oh no, I don't want that. And then I said, just try it. Oh my gosh, he loves whipped cream now. Alright, so now Mr. Abel's done with the carrots. I'm going to get the cauliflower in. So all I'm going to do is remove the core. And then I'm going to break these up into little florets and put them on the same tray as the carrots. I'm also going to put the cooking spray and some onion and garlic powder on these also. Well, Abel's going to do this. I got the salt and pepper one, and he decided to do the onion powder, but he opened the wrong side. So I had a really big pile on the cutting board, but that's okay. He's like, that's an accident, Mimi. I was like, you gotta learn. So now he knows the difference between the two sides on these spices. So another lesson learned. Alright, we're going to get the carrots out, move them over, and get our cauliflower on the pan. And we'll leave the pile of powder. Get that in the trash can. We're learning, learning, learning. Alright, now it's time to dish up. The vegetables came out nice and crispy. And now we're going to get our sweet and sour. And here we go. Instead of sesame seeds, I used everything bagel. And it was a wonderful dish, and it was great with ingredients we found in the pantry. I hope you enjoyed this week's menu. And if you're new to the channel, again, I welcome you. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I'd love to have you. And for those viewers that are coming back, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed it too. I'll be back soon with another video. Take care, y'all. Love you. Bye-bye.